Hey y'all, hey in the place to be. It's me, Angie, and Jazzy. And we here your snaps. Oh Lord. Y'all
Oh
know.
gosh.
Let me tell y'all, like our connections don't be like synced up. So when she be snapping, it be off. But anyway, y'all,
Hopefully
welcome.
it'll be on when we be
I
recording and
hope so.
stuff.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll sound crazy when I be like, "Oh, your snaps," and they be like, "Oh, she
And be
being a
like,
diva."
girl, she ain't even be herself.
Exactly. Like, who she think she is? She off beat. Anywho, welcome to our review Faith of Everything podcast. My name is Angela.
I am Jasmine. It'd be funny when you be saying welcome to, I be always want to say, welcome to Miami. Yummy.
And that's where they was. They was
They
in
was.
Miami. But we are reviewing The Real Housewives of Potomac season 7, episode 7, which was called Beef is Served. But was it though?
No.
Anywho,
If
y'all,
it was served,
listen.
it was served raw. Needs to go back to the kitchen.
Listen, this is this beef. This is not the type of beef that I'm used to. This is chicken.
Don't come for chicken.
Unseasoned. No, this is unseasoned. This is unseasoned chicken because this is very bland. I don't know what kind of beef. This is not the type of beef I know. Because where we from, we shovel snow. Okay? And that's not how
That's not how
beef,
you shovel snow.
that's not how beef go. I don't know. Like, listen. Anywho, let's just jump into it. So it picks back up at the Airbnb. And Mia is on the line with Peter, and she's asking him about said beef. With what's the lady name? Wendy. But he didn't tell her. He said he didn't. He didn't tell her what the issue was. But Mia said that she's known Peter for 10 years, and he like family basically. He held one of their kids first.
The little girl.
Why he was there holding the baby first? Where was your husband at? When you say he held her first, what that mean? Like before you?
She said the only man other than her husband. I guess no other.
Listen, I'm glad you
other
paid
man.
attention. Because I was like, but I would try to type the stuff down to do whatever. So I was like, he held her baby first. What? Why? That's why it's two of us, y'all. Well, one don't catch. Hopefully the other one did. Because you was right that one episode where Mia was like, he was in a happy marriage or whatever. And then she was like, well, it must not have been that happy because I didn't catch that part. But you had caught that part because I sure didn't. Like, yeah, okay. Anywho, Robin, Giselle, and Ashley was talking, and Ashley was talking about buying that house and how she put an offer in, it got accepted, but she was gonna rescind the offer because people that was living there couldn't leave fast enough.
Oh, girl, yeah.
I mean, she said it because she don't want to be in the house with Michael no more because Michael acted funny.
But she doesn't have to be in the house. She has a whole mother. She has a whole uncle. She has
her mama.
She about to pay $1.5 million. You mean to tell me that you can't stay in stay at home
or something for a little bit?
Airbnb or one of them hotels that the town to town, whatever them things called, they got you. They can cover you for 30 days.
Move. Like, who wants to move twice? I mean, she ain't got to move everything.
She ain't got to move everything. She just got to take herself. Like, I'm pretty sure he'll be like, keep the kid. He'll probably keep the kids. They his. So
she ain't gonna let him keep them kids because girl, you gonna let Michael keep your kids?
Listen, I ain't gonna let Michael do anything to me, but she did a lot.
I'm just saying, we are.
But if I was in that situation and it was going to be easier for me to just leave, and I know that this was the house that I just, she loved the house, $1.5 million. If you love this house so much, you okay to sacrifice just a few more weeks with this man. You done spent this many years with him in the marriage. Granted, y'all was probably cool then, but there's different ways that you could have moved around that. Like, you just trying to make excuses. Because now what? Now you back at square one, so you still gonna be in the house with him.
Yeah, and then who's to say that you even find a house? Because that one was accepted.
Exactly.
What if because the other ones you were saying that y'all was putting offers in and everybody else was
bidding out. Exactly. So that's why I'm like this.
But I mean, she said that Michael, what made me irritated was she talking about some Michael making things difficult. Girl, y'all getting a divorce. That's what like
You thought it was gonna be sweet. That's why your uncle told you to get a lawyer. You I don't know, understand why you thought it was gonna be nice.
You thought he was gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, well, you don't want to be with me no more. That's fine. How much money you want me to give you? You want $15 million a month? Got you, baby. That's fine. Like, girl. Okay. Mia let it be known that her and Jacqueline have taken showers together before.
Yes.
What is going on? Jacqueline ain't brought no toiletries on the trip.
But you know what? I don't blame her just because it seems like this is not new.
She does.
I'm like, this is not new.
She give her 5.
Exactly. So she this how much she gets to that 6 when you got to go to CVS. No, she gonna go to MIA. Mia, she going right to you.
But I mean, she toothbrush. Come on now.
That's nasty. Like, I don't even use my husband's toothbrush. That's nasty.
Absolutely. I'm not use. But it's like, so I can clearly I kiss my husband, but that's different. Like, I'm not gonna take his toothbrush. Tongue. It's just nasty.
Stop.
Sharice was still on the phone looking for a place. Sharice was like, listen, y'all is not. Hello.
Yes, I'm calling for reservations.
Do you have an opening? Her app. Do you have an opening? Listen, no.
A mess.
Karen and Sharice fell out 5 years ago. It just might be some bullet points, y'all, because it was kind of bland in the beginning. Peter told Giselle that Wendy researched him to get in business with him and that he wasn't really interested in working with her in this business opportunity. Allegedly, is what Giselle said.
Because she said that these was quotes. I don't know if Peter told her that because she was like, these are whatever she said. She was like, this. I don't know. I don't know. But it's still hard to believe that, because if that's the case, well, mind you, back when Peter was with the Housewives of Atlanta, he was always trying to be in a mix with a female. Like, that's how him and Nene had got into it or whatever. So for him
because he always in females' business.
Thank you, Nene.
Is he a female? Give him a peach. I don't remember what all she said, but it was
but she was along them lines. She probably called him out his name or something. But just to, like, I don't know, like, it just seemed like him and Giselle, they need a storyline to be relevant or something like that, because they don't have, I guess. I'm like, Peter, if you got all these restaurants, like, why do you care?
I was just about to say, why do he even need a storyline? You got businesses in Miami and Charlotte and Baltimore.
Yes.
Why? Sit down somewhere and just make the money. Okay?
Exactly.
Listen. This is random, but when they did that boomerang of them doing a shot, I was like, I didn't like their boomerang because they was too stiff. Like, I don't know who.
I didn't even notice that.
Because it was like very much like, I ain't gonna, you know, somebody like, let's do a boomerang, let's do it. And they probably did a couple of them. They probably did a couple of, but they did it like grandmas. Like, it was like,
girl, they are.
Like, why it look like that?
Do y'all know what a boomerang is? Like,
like I just didn't like it.
Do over.
All right, that was just random. That's what. Okay, now they in the car. Mia said, now I think was Mia? Yeah, Mia had talked Sharice out of leaving, I think, because she was telling her like she wasn't gonna find no place.
Yeah, she was
like her.
She was like, it's 5. Did you say something about like it's 5 bathrooms or something like that?
I don't know, but yeah, Mia in the car. It was Mia, Jacqueline, Wendy,
and Karen.
Was Karen in the car with them? Yep, it was Karen. Okay, so Mia said Sharice is dramatic, and now that she has seen this side of Sharice, she's on Karen's side. She's now more on Karen's side, or understand Karen. Girl, shut up. Like,
but Karen said, "Don't speak for me."
Exactly.
Listen, yes, TT.
She was
don't speak for me.
Because she had already, hadn't she already talked to Sharice? I think they had.
Well, she said hi to her. She didn't.
No, I
Well,
wasn't saying
I
we had
just
smoke at
remember
the
at the
house.
airport. I don't remember them talking nothing
No, it
else.
wasn't at the house. It was when she was talking to Wendy. When Karen was talking to Wendy, and she
Mm.
had said, basically that she really ain't got too much beef with Sharice. Other people are making it a bigger issue,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And so yeah, when she had told Mia like, "Don't speak for me," I'm like, exactly. She telling y'all, "Don't bring my business into y'all business. Mind your business. That's all. Just mind
My
your business."
business.
Um. Oh, I put random. Another one they was talking about from Giselle and Robin's podcast. Women not using the bathroom in front of their husbands. I said, what type of foolishness? What kind of women is out? What is y'all doing? Y'all
Girl.
insides is. I mean, not gonna say. I guess they going to the bathroom, but y'all married to them. Like y'all just not.
Girl, ain't nobody playing with them. I wish I could go to the bathroom without my husband. Like I all I want is just some time by myself. Like
Robin said, "Listen, I go to the
it ain't
bathroom when
him, it's the kids.
I walk around my house naked. Whatever. They like you walk
Thank
around your
you.
house naked. You got boys. That's still her house. What that supposed to
And they
mean?
still came from they came from me. Like what you want me to do?
And it's crazy because maybe I can't get them looking at it like, but I come from a household. My mama had 2 boys and just me. Did Elaine walk around the house naked? Yes. Was she walking around naked all the time? No, whatever. But if she came from the bathroom to her room, she not gonna cover up because she got little boys or she got boys in the house. They not sitting in the hallway waiting for her to come out.
Waiting for my mama to come out. Hercules.
I'm pretty sure after they got to a certain age, they probably never even seen her naked, whatever. But
Mm-mm.
if this is my house, I'm not about to cover up to walk from the bathroom to my house. I would walk around my house naked because
If
I
I
pay the
want
bills.
to, okay. If I want
Okay,
to,
I got
I
all
come
boys.
in your room talking to you, but booty butt naked. What you doing today?
I got all boys, but the others said, "What y'all did today?"
What
Because
y'all
I ain't
doing
cooking.
today?
I ain't cooking.
Mom, what?
But see, you got girls, so you can go talk to your girls naked if you want to. Now, I done seen my mama naked on many occasions. Okay, even as I got older, I was living with her. But it's one of the things where you don't even look at it like that. Like that's just
Right.
your mama. She naked. So what? Like, now me, I may not walk around my house like that because I got a stepson, my bonus son. Whatever. He ain't come for me, so I do have to exercise a little bit more restraint. But our bathroom is in our room, so we
Thank the
good.
Lord.
But if them little ones is in there, if they come in there, you think I'm gonna cover up? No, you are in my room. Anywho, y'all better get off of Robin, okay? They baby walk around the house naked with them boys. Let her walk around the house naked. They
Let
ain't
her
gotta
do
look,
it. That's the only
and I
thing
can
that I agree
guarantee
with
they
her
not
right
looking
now.
at her. You say, "Well, we talking over each other." What you said?
Oh, I said that's the only thing that I agree with her for right now in this
Absolutely.
episode.
In this episode, only thing. Wendy didn't know. This needs to be noted because Wendy said this. Wendy did not know that they were going to bar 1, and she was just like, okay. And she made them note that she was on a trip. Like she wasn't trying to
She would
talk
do
business
business on
this
Monday.
weekend. Yes. And she picked back up business on Monday. Okay, they get to bar 1. At the dinner table, Ashley gets to asking, did she say at the last event that Chris touched her friend booty? And everybody like, yeah, I heard somebody say butt. I heard. And Giselle talking about some, you did. And her Mia voice talking about somebody did say that. Somebody, you said. But I don't know,
Now
did she?
that was said.
But I'm like, but then everybody saying everybody was saying they heard somebody say, but it flashed back to Giselle telling Robin that, Ashley said somebody grabbed her butt, but Ashley said she didn't say that. And
When they paid the receipts, she did not say it. She said
exactly. And I think I said that last week. Like, well, I said when Giselle got on the bus and told Robin that they finally let us know what Ashley said. But now, come to find out this week, Ashley ain't even said that. So,
well, somebody said it because where they get it from? Maybe
so
it
I
was
think what it
edited out.
is when they did play it back, and she was like, she said Chris was like flirting with her at the bar, and he kind of But like the movement she did, I could get them being like, oh, maybe he rubbed up on her leg, because that was one thing that Giselle had said too. Like he rubbed up on her leg and then was rubbing on her booty or whatever. So Giselle was saying like, you said that he had did whatever, and so then Ashley was like, no, I said that Chris was talking to her and he leaned up on her, or leaned up on the bar next to the girl, and that made me mad, y'all. This man can't do nothing.
He can't. He really can't. Like, I'm at a bar and I can't lean on the bar
next to you. I can't just stand next to somebody and just, hey, how you doing? Let me get a Jack and Coke. Nice party, isn't it?
Right. Like, you just but that's all right. Chris said, you know what? Don't worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me. I ain't coming around, y'all.
That's it. That'll do
That'll do it.
That just irritated me, y'all. I wanted to jump through the screen and say, so what else did he do, Ashley? Tell me. What did he do? He
right. What else did he do that he didn't do? You know what I'm saying?
He leaned up on the bar next to the girl. Did he blow her a kiss? Like,
right. Get close to you. Like, what? Oh, gosh.
Whatever. Giselle pointed out how she was happy to see that Karen and Charisse spoke at the airport and asked if they had spoken since. Karen wasn't trying to talk about it. Charisse said Wendy thinks that she's coming from a bad place. And then they proceeded to get into a little back and forth. Wendy and Charisse, whatever, which I thought was stupid, because who cares what Wendy think? Like,
right, like why? Well, kind of like what Wendy said. You got all this hostility in your throats. I mean, she didn't say this, but I'm just speaking for her. You got all this hostility in your throat for me, but you really got a problem with Karen. So talk to her. Like, you don't even really know me. Like, didn't they just meet on this episode this season? I mean, not this episode, but this season.
To my knowledge, I mean, she probably always been around. Maybe she just ain't made the cuts in certain scenes, Charisse. I don't know. But in terms of from what we know, yes, this is y'all
y'all first encounter together. So it's like, girl, bye. Like, you shouldn't even have so much care of what I say, let alone anybody, but definitely me, Wendy. Like, I'm nobody.
To you. I'm nobody to you, man.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Like, girl. So then Mia jumped in talking to Wendy. I guess she was trying to tell Wendy to stay about the business, and Wendy threw Mia under the bus for the conversation that they had.
Now that was like, well, dang, Wendy.
That baby said, we was just in the car and you said that now you know why you don't want to F with Charisse, because you on Karen's side or whatever. Like, girl. So then Mia at first she lied and said that wasn't true. But then she proceeded to tell the truth and say what she said.
Right, because she knew it was too many people in that doggone that car for her to try to lie about something.
That baby said, "Oh, I had said that you was being dramatic, because you was being dramatic. Okay, you was doing too much, and then I said that down, and I could see why you and Karen got y'all issue, girl. So you said what Wendy said,
exactly.
No, don't try to lie, like." Irritating. It just was irritating. Charisse and Karen did have a little back and forth for a little bit. And I do want to know, I agree with Karen. Like, why are you on my line now? Like, why do you want to talk to me now? Why do you want to have lunch
when
with
she
me
said, you ain't called my number in 5 years.
Yes.
And she said, I haven't. And she was like, yes, so why now? I said,
good question.
I want to know too. Good answer. I mean, good question.
I was like, this is
because it is.
Especially because
you want to be seen, you want to be relevant. Money is running low. You make appearances.
You see them eyelashes. Ain't that what Mia said? Them eyelashes is drooping.
Drooping down.
I mean, she ain't even got enough money for a good eyelash glue. Allegedly. I'm just talking crazy. But but even then, like, the last time I seen you in public anyway, TV wise, was 5 years ago at the reunion where you outed me for having blue eyes. And then she even said this episode that she don't know why, or Karen probably don't want to talk to her, or Karen probably whatever, because Karen probably scared of all the secrets she got for her, and she should be, or or whatever, or like, she probably think that I got too many secrets on her, and I do types. So again, What is your purpose? Why are you here? What do you want? What's the reason? Why you want to sit down with me? Whatever. Because you're not a real friend. Whatever.
Right.
Because
You don't
you
care.
expose my business. Yeah. If I was with blue eyes, that was for me to know. And if you my friend, if I tell you, that's a secret. Throw it away. But you tell the whole world. And now you're telling the whole world you got other secrets on me, but then you want to sit here and act like you don't know what my problem is. Because that's what the whole conversation was. They don't know why Karen got a problem with Sharice. Y'all know. And Sharice, you know too. Sharice, you know.
Not the blink in the eye.
Anywho, then Peter came over and said hi to everybody. And he hugged Wendy first. Like, hey girl, what's up? You know. Hey, how you doing? Okay. Then, of course, Mia got to go confront him and go find out,
Right, because she wasn't satisfied. That wasn't enough drama. You got along with her. You did not tell me that you did not get along. I done opened my mouth and told all these, well, not all these people, but I told the two loud people that stir up stuff that you had a beef with them. So, not Candace, Ashley looking all crazy like, well, it seemed pretty normal to me.
She said he came over here with his good Jamaican jovial. He was just being his regular jovial Jamaican self.
I said, is he a jokester or was he pulling your leg? Because that right there is no beef. You know what I'm saying?
And that was Mia Q to just be like, yeah, because she said, yeah, he's a jokester, whatever. She could have just left it at that, because if he got beef with her and if he decided in that moment he didn't want to say anything about her beef, they beef. Why, how, when? Is it your business to even... Stupid. Anywho, Mia gets up and goes to talk to him because she want to know what this beef is. So and this is where the show goes downhill, you guys, because
all the way down.
He said that he sent Wendy some paperwork on a project they supposed to do. So I was confused. Was this the restaurant or this was something else?
I don't know, because I'm like, well, because Eddie said that you don't need to be doing that. So I'm just trying to figure out, was you being like behind his back, or this is something different? This is about to be a smaller project. I was confused of what.
I was confused too.
What project did y'all have in mind? Because
either way, he said that he sent the paperwork. Wendy didn't respond. And the beef, now mind you, y'all, the beef ain't got even nothing to do with the paperwork not being responded to. His beef is because she didn't hit him up that she was coming to his city and coming to his restaurant. But in her defense, like I said earlier, she didn't even know she was going to be at your restaurant, homie. Whatever. And why she gotta tell you that?
Furthermore, she ain't got to tell you nothing. Like when she did proceed, when we get to that scene.
I was gonna say that too. But then they had addressed it, and I said, "Yes, Wendy, all of that." So, Jacqueline was at the table with the girls because Mia talking to what's his name, getting all the little tea.
Fake tea.
Jacqueline said she don't know if she and Mia would have been friends if they would have met as adults because Mia is an acquired taste. Now, I don't know if that friendship dynamic is going to break down or something going to happen, because I did kind of feel like even when it was at the house back when she was talking to Giselle and Ashley, and she was telling them how she was using all her toiletries, whatever. But it was like, why you tell them all that? You know what I mean? Like, why you got to tell your friend business?
Trying to fit in. She's trying to fit in. This is supposed to be your best friend since high school.
Since they was 15. Since they was 15, okay? She done told us 50 million times.
Right, and then just as soon as you get a chance to let loose about the frustrations that you have about her, you gonna tell people that you barely know that you getting to know. Like, that don't make sense.
And they don't even like you. They was just
they really don't.
Your cancer story.
You are so right. Oh my gosh. That is so crazy.
Not even they. The one in particular that was so disrespectful about it in your face. Now you in here telling your best friends, like, just, yeah, she didn't even bring toiletries, and she never brings nothing, and she never did it. And they was looking like, okay. You know, like, they was even looking like, this is why you telling us this, you know, whatever. So I didn't like that. I didn't like that. And I felt like even when they was in the car, she was saying something. I can't remember what it was, but I feel like she rubbed Jacqueline the wrong way in the car too. So I was like,
I think
Jacqueline,
she
you
was
better
talking
straighten up.
over her or something, and she was like, I'm talking," or something like that. And she was like, "Oop, Mia, don't." I was like, "Yeah," but that's probably how their friendship works, though, because you see,
You right.
they was cool afterwards, so everything normal.
Whatever. Mia comes back from talking with Peter and tells Wendy, so she sit down. Now she could have just sat down and
Exactly.
not say anything. But she like, yeah, well, I was on FaceTime earlier and I was talking to Peter and he said that he got beef with you. So then Wendy like, well, I don't have beef with men. So what's the
He
beef?
can
I
call
said,
my
Jasmine,
husband.
she was like, what's the beef? And then Mia got real bad, got real big and bad about yeah, she got real big and bad talking about some Wendy, don't start it. Don't start it. That's family. And Wendy said if he got beef, he can take that up with my husband. And then they cut to the producers talking to Wendy and they asked her the status of her contract with Peter. And she
Hmm.
said that the contract ain't nothing to do on her end and that is nothing that she had to respond to. He told her to review it and she reviewed it and she asked if they could set up a site visit. And
And
he
before that
said,
one, she said, "What's the next steps?" Question mark. So she had all her
yes.
receipts.
And she said, can we set
And
up a site visit? And he said,
hmm
I'm working on it or something like that.
hmm we'll see. We will see, or something like that.
Whatever it was, I said she had receipts.
She
She
sure
pulled her
did.
receipts up. Mia and Wendy go back and forth because Mia feels that. So this is where it gets stupid because Mia
Confused.
get irritated with Wendy because she feel like Wendy should have called Peter and told him she was gonna be in town. And Wendy said, "What
That
I already know, me and Jasmine is in one accord with. Why am I calling any man to tell them that I'm in town? The only man I'm letting know that
exactly.
I'm in town is my husband,
Husband.
ma'am.
Husband.
I don't. What do you
This
like?
is business. Exactly. It's business. So I have no business that I'm trying to do right now on this vacation trip.
I
So
don't got
why
no
the
business with
world
him in Miami. I have business with him in Baltimore, DC,
Baltimore?
whatever. Like, why would I be? Well, I'm not going to come to Miami and be like, "Hey, Peter, I'm here. Let's talk about the business in Baltimore." Even though we can talk about it in Baltimore, I'm on vacation right now. But let's talk. Shut up, like, ooh,
Right, like that there was no in no point of that time did I even, and I was really just irritated with the other ladies looking all crazy like, why aren't y'all speaking up the truth though? Like I know that y'all don't like Wendy. I get it. Y'all don't like Wendy, but it's not making sense for y'all to just agree with what Mia is saying just because you don't like
the
Wendy. Just don't say
foolishness,
nothing.
the
Just shut
foolishness
up.
that
Don't say
Wendy is saying. I mean, that Mia is
exactly
saying.
that Mia is saying. Like, just don't say nothing. Don't have no comment. Don't have no commentary. Don't do nothing. Just eat. Just drink your food. Well, drink your food. Just drink your drink and wait for the food.
Because with that same logic, did Giselle call Peter and tell him that she was gonna be in town? Because she said she
Mm-mm,
met Peter. Um, what is it? She met him. I forgot when, but they had pictures of her with Peter. So did she call Peter and tell Peter she was gonna be in town?
mm-mm. And
Granted,
she the
she been
only one
working
that
on.
should be the. She should be the
She
only
the
one that
single
could
one.
call him. She the single one. Hey,
Hey,
I'm gonna
what's
be in
up?
Miami. You got some friends. I need a rotation up
I
in
had them at
here.
bar one, okay? Because I already got three back at home. I need some in Miami, okay? I need. So it's just like,
Allegedly.
girl, yeah. She said she got what she got. But yeah, but it was just that just irritated me because I'm like, why? I don't know. But so in that conversation, like she said the only person that she would call is her husband, whatever. Like, and then what did she say about Mia's husband at that point before Mia threw her drink on her?
Nothing. That's what I was like. She's
That's
lying.
what
She
I
is
thought.
lying about anybody saying, she has selective hearing and everything like that. Like she assumes a lot of things. We seen that last season when
Mm-hmm.
that's how Wendy and Giselle had their little beef going out. So it's like Mia picks
You
and chooses
need
what she
what she hear, what she.
she hear what she wants to hear and then she mixes together and just makes some drama because there was absolutely no reasoning for her to say, "You're not going to be talking about my husband. I didn't talk about your husband. You
I
threw the
think she
drink on
said
me."
something like she might have been like, "I'm the only person that's gonna know about whatever is my husband." she might have said something like, I don't know what you and your husband do, but whatever. And that might have been the gist of it, whatever, which is not her talking about your husband. It's her saying,
She just
like,
said she's confirming. I don't know what you do with your husband, but
yeah, but
me and
I don't.
mine, we don't do that.
I don't
Period.
gotta. So then all of a sudden they talking, and then Mia just threw her drink on Wendy, and then told Wendy to get up from the table because Wendy was talking about her husband. Like, how you gonna throw a drink on me? I sit there and be like, what? And it, get out, leave, girl. Why? What I did?
Like, I'm sorry, I just ordered my food. I after I get done eating, I will leave. Thank you.
Girl. So then Robin pulls out her phone, and she started videotaping. So then they cut to Robin's footage, and Wendy is saying that Mia and her husband like to entertain other women and men. And in the middle, so what took me was she like, whatever, that's her and her husband, they entertain other women and other men. Now, I don't think she was saying like they do it together. I think she's saying G entertains other women, Mia entertains other men, is how
But I
I
wouldn't be
took it.
surprised.
Whatever. But I'm saying, but that's how I took it, whatever. Either way it go, you're clearly showing that because you calling another man while you on, I mean, I don't care. Listen, I didn't went out of town to cities where I got girlfriends and I know I ain't got enough time. I'm not calling everybody to tell them I'm in town. Hey, I'm in your city. Hey, I'm in your city. If I'm there for a specific reason. I'm going to do what I am there for, and I'm going to go home. Now, if you want me to come visit you, then you let me know you want me to come visit you. If I'm here for business, then I'm hit you up. If I'm here to see you, then I'm hit you up. But if I'm not here for you, I'm not hitting you up. I'm just not going to do that. So it don't make sense. Make it make sense. It don't make sense to me. So she's saying whatever. Wendy talking about you and your husband entertain other women and men, blah, blah, blah. Robin pans the phone over to Karen. Karen said, I'm confused. It's my birthday. I'm telling y'all,
She just wanted her birthday.
It was the middle of the chaos. That baby said, I'm confused. It's my birthday. Like, what is we doing? What are we talking about? Is this what we talking about? Robin told Wendy to stop being antagonizing if she not gonna fight. Although, now this is what I wrote. Although this may be a correct statement, I ain't gonna take that from her. If you ain't gonna fight, sit up and shut down. Shut up and sit down.
There you go. There you go.
Y'all, I've been messing up my words.
Sit up and shut down.
I've been messing everything up all day. I was doing really good. Shut up and sit down. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Anyway, although I do agree with that. I agree with her saying, if you're not going to do nothing, then just be quiet. However, we're not talking to somebody that's just talking just to be talking. This girl just threw a drink on her. So it's like take into consideration what just happened. Yes, I'm going to get up and I'm going to pop off because you just threw a drink at me. Whatever. So yeah, you and your husband whack. You and your husband be doing this. Whatever. Don't worry about what me and my husband be doing. I'm going to say all of the things because why you throwing a drink at me? Just because I said I didn't want to call this man.
Right. Because when it plays back, you're going to be like, oh, she didn't say nothing about my husband until after I threw this water near her wet and wavy hair.
Girl, so Wendy concludes that Mia got mad that she didn't call Peter or that she was talking about Peter because Wendy and Peter doing it. So, not Wendy, Mia and Peter is doing it. Is what Wendy said, but she was just saying something just to be saying something. But still,
and again, it would not. The only reason, I mean, it's probably plenty of reasons, but a main reason is you came on this show talking about the husband that you have right now of what you did in Miami. So anything that has anything to do about taking a man, sleeping with a man, doing something that is not what normal people should be doing. It doesn't surprise me. Like, you have shown that your character is that you don't care. Because if that was the case when your now husband had came out there and he was happily married, you would have just been like, no, you're happily married and I'm not going to be a part of that. Like, I'm not going to do that. But you was excited about what you did on the beach with him. So you don't respect yourself. So you can't expect somebody else to respect you if you already saying on TV what you did with now your husband, your current husband.
Okay.
So
y'all get mad that y'all disrespect y'all marriages, whatever, and y'all don't even realize that like that's the life that y'all live. You know, that's what y'all do, whatever. If that's y'all marriage, that's y'all marriage. But in the eyes of a traditional marriage, the things that you do are not correct. Like, so don't come to me and tell me what I'm doing wrong or what I should have been doing, whatever. What I do and what you do is not the same. Whatever.
clearly.
I ain't saying one is wrong and one is right. I'm just saying what you do, I don't do. What I do, clearly you don't do. So don't question me or try to tell me what I should be doing when I tell you this is the boundaries, whether you agree with it or not, this is the boundaries of my relationship. And this is what me and my husband have decided is proper and not proper. So we don't think that that's proper. Now, if that works for you and yours, perfect, fine. Do what y'all gonna do. But over here, this is what we do. So, girl, don't sit down. Like, I'm about to fight you. Like, just stupid. Even Ashley agreed that if Mia threw a drink on her, it would have been drama.
It was gonna go down.
She was like, "Yeah, come on, y'all." If she
right, like that, like you know, like just even when Wendy had said it's like, okay, like come on, like stop, Robin, for real. If I was to throw a drink on you, now that's not going to happen. Exactly. So you expect
you can't even do it hypothetical.
Exactly. So you expect me to just be like, oh, just calm down. No, you're going to hear my mouth, and whatever happens, happens.
I do like how they was like, did she get you? And she was like, I mean, she got it on my hair, but my hair wet and wavy anyway. So it's just, I got wet and wavy anyway. So
I was like, and did probably helped you out. It probably was getting a little frizzy at the bottom. Just like, oh, there you go.
Perfect.
Thank you, girl. And I'm still not going to tell Peter when I'm in town.
Exactly. Like, oh Lord Jesus! I'm guessing
I owe him anything,
or Mia must have walked away at one point.
Yeah, her Jackie had took her away.
Oh, because that's when they had her and Wendy got into it. Jacqueline took her away. They came back. Mia comes back to the table, and Karen told her that it wasn't right. Throw the drink, and Mia says she did it because Wendy was talking about her husband. Giselle jumps in and tells Karen to pick a side. Girl,
why? Why is there a side?
You hump. Girl, these are both her friends. And I like how Karen is very much, listen, she was wrong. I'm going to tell you wrong in front of everybody. Like, you was wrong. You shouldn't have threw that drink. Whatever. Like, you can't throw. So, Giselle, just because you fake and phony and don't know how to be no friend. I am not a fan of Giselle. Like, she just be getting on my nerves because it's like, dude, no, I can't pick and choose. Like, Jasmine is one of my best friends and my sister-in-law. But if her and one of my other friends get into it, I can't pick a side. I can't say, hey, now what I can do is tell them both what we're not about to do is this. You know, you trying to break it up. No, y'all can't do this. And then when it's all said and done, tell each of them where they went wrong. You shouldn't have said XYZ. You shouldn't have said yada, yada, woo. Both of y'all was wrong. Whether they want to accept it or not is on them. But you can't. Now, if you a stranger, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just going to take this wig off. We about to be out here. Okay?
Where my Vaseline?
Okay. But when it's really your friends, like, you can't do that. You can't do that. That just
but like you said, Giselle doesn't know how to be a friend.
Just talking about friends and fights and interludes.
Oh, girl.
Robinson, because that is just, I'm praying for her family every day. Because that's just tragic.
Oh, so scary.
That's not how real friends operate.
Why I be telling my daughters.
You ain't got no real friends.
You ain't got no friends. You ain't. The only friend you got is Jesus. I'm not even your little friend, okay? Jesus is your friend, okay? Talk to him, okay? Okay.
Interlude over. Sorry. Rest in
Sorry,
peace.
side note.
Yes. Giselle, whatever, told her take sides. Wendy and Mia go back and forth again some more.
Like, for what, y'all? Shut up. Let it go. Eat your food.
Exactly. Like, dude. And I said, Mia gets up and leave the table. I said, through all the chaos, the men is serving the food. Like, they over here yelling and
I said, what I'm not finna do, and y'all gonna have to pay for this food, like, because Peter not playing.
Y'all ordered this food. Because it was like they had stopped talking for a while. And they was like, oh, the food is here. And then they started going at it again. Like, why so the man, he like, listen, I'm just gonna put this plate down. And they going. That man said, listen, you had to.
I said, excuse me. Is that good? Okay. And that was yours? Okay, thank you.
Because I would have been like, I'm just gonna put this.
I promise you, I would have just placed it down. Like, y'all figure it out. I'm gonna leave this tray. I'm gonna come back in like 10 minutes, and then I'll pick up the tray.
I'm taking it back to the kitchen. Because what you're not about to do is knock any food down on me. Because I'm trying to keep my job. Because I don't know none of y'all. And if one of y'all bump into me, I mean, granted, he was a man, so it's easy for him to walk away. But I would have been like, listen, I don't care nothing about these cameras. Peter, I'm about to lose my job. Okay? You don't better come get these women. I was thinking that. So anyway, through all the chaos, the food is being served. Now, I do feel like Mia needs to learn how to ignore people. Like, because Wendy, she was antagonizing her or whatever. And she was just like, oh, you a CEO? That's how CEO act. That's how you did it. She... But you got businesses. But you got businesses, and that's how you do whatever. So Mia just gets so perturbed. What happened to her nails? I'm confused.
Girl, and they're gonna try to be all mad. She the one throwing all that stuff. That's what happened. You act like a fool, and you messed up. You're trying to throw. First of all, I felt like it was like one of them white napkins.
It was the napkin on your lap.
Girl, who is gonna hurt? Who is it gonna hurt? That's probably how she hurt it.
Hold it, and she was trying to hit her with.
And she probably
maybe
she
you
threw
hold it.
I remember those, but no, she threw it.
But she probably was,
and she probably she probably hit the security guard's shoulder and broke the nail. Then she threw her nice Louis
phone, her bag.
Her bag. She threw her phone too?
No, I think it was just her bag. I'm
okay. I was gonna say, but still, just her nice little wristlet. I think it was a Louis. Whatever it was your purse, it was your wristlet, whatever it was, and you threw that too. So that's how the other one. So the first nail had popped off, then the other one had popped off, and now you bleeding. Now you have no napkin. You don't have your purse.
Don't got no nails.
Don't have two nails. You missing two nails. You bleeding. Wipe yourself off. You're bleeding.
Then she go call her husband to go get her flight out of Miami. This your trip.
You're going to leave this trip. If anything, hey, baby, call Eddie and tell Eddie to come get Wendy. Because Wendy is getting kicked off the island. That's how that go. I'm not going to leave my trip because you made me. So, like, you got me. And then I immediately felt embarrassed. You should.
Absolutely. I'm like, how you the one who started all of this. And now you out here acting like you the victim. But you the one who started the whole
But because she defending herself, now you all of a sudden want to I just got to leave because I've been fighting. All my life I had to fight. Bitch, your tail down.
I've been fighting all my life. Girl, sit down. But now you got businesses. Just like Wendy was telling you, a CEO, baby. Ain't you a CEO? Listen, act like you got some businesses to maintain.
Even Jacqueline was saying, like, girl, you
compose yourself. Originally, she was just like, girl, calm down. Is it worth it? Like, it's not
right. Is it worth it? Like, look at all of this. Is this worth it? No. Her yapping off at the mouth. Do you know how many different people gonna yap at the mouth? You gonna blow up on them all the time? You're not gonna make it if you're doing that, man.
She needs to learn how to ignore people. She just needs to learn, especially when you dishing stuff out. So like you can't dish it out and then not be able to take it. Like you are getting upset. But even if you came back to the table and said, you know what? I talked to Peter earlier. He said he got beef with you. And Wendy was like, I don't got beef with men. What beef? Like, oh, well, he said, you could have just left it at that. Well, you might want to talk to him because he said he want to talk to you. It could have just went that way. I mean, but you the one who blew up on her just because she said she don't have beef with men. And you like, don't do that. That's family. Well, I mean, she wouldn't have said anything about him had you not said anything about
Exactly.
him.
Because Peter literally just came over here 3 seconds ago, gave me a hug,
Gave me a hug.
and we were
And told me to call him. Told her.
exactly. So
He was
any
like,
type of
yeah,
beef
give
that
me.
we had, he could have been like, "Hey, tap 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 on my shoulder. I got beef with you. Okay,
But
well, take that beef up with my husband. Take that up
but
with Eddie."
but that's Peter's fault because Peter know he in
Of course
female
he knew.
business. He shouldn't have been telling me or nothing. He should have just been like, we'll talk.
I handle her. Like
Yes.
it's nothing that I need to tell you. There's nothing that you can handle. Like
Just stupid. Robin told Wendy she was antagonizing too much, but ain't that what they all do? Like, don't they
all the
all like
time.
antagonize each other? I put they all claim to be able to use their words and not their fists, but it's a problem when Wendy do it,
Of course.
which was crazy because foreshadow. I
Mm-hmm.
wrote that before Eddie had even said anything because Ashley had told Giselle. So Mia went outside. Giselle went out there, talked to her, came back in after talking to Mia. Ashley's at the table and she was like, it was Ashley, Wendy, Giselle, and Sharice. And Ashley told Giselle and Sharice that Mia was wrong because she was the one who started the physical aspect of disagreement because she said that she didn't like the physicality of what happened. Whatever.
Mm.
Ashley asked how Mia was doing, and Giselle let it be known that Mia was. I had to write down exactly what she said. She said Mia's not doing well, rightly so, and that she would use the next few days to figure it all out. Wendy got up to leave because she ain't got time to be around no Mia empathizers who allegedly don't condone violence or physical acts, but now all of a sudden they okay with it. Like she said, because when Candace
When Monique did it to
when
Candace.
Monique did it to Candace, you wasn't about no violence. Now all of a sudden you okay with it. Whatever. Like, girl,
And I was like, valid points.
absolutely, because y'all was all so scared of Monique.
Monique.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
granted, Monique was punching her in the head. That was
Monique had them hands. She did have them paws. You know what I'm saying? So if you know that,
we're not
Wendy,
gonna
not
say that
Wendy.
was
What's her
Monique,
name? What's her
Wendy,
name?
Ashley,
Giselle. Was
Mia.
Giselle and Robin?
Everybody.
Because Giselle and Robin, y'all know that y'all can't fight, so y'all probably was afraid of Monique. Rightfully so, because y'all see her in action.
That baby said
You was
rightfully.
like, oh, she just not about to talk. She really about to walk. All right, I'm scared of you. You go ahead. I'm not for that.
Yes, I mean, but we're gonna be honest. Monique and Candace situation has nothing on their situation because this was nothing but a drink toss
Mm-hmm.
and a purse toss throw and a napkin.
A napkin.
A
I was
napkin.
like, don't forget about that napkin, girl. Don't
But it's
forget
the
about that
fact that
napkin.
I vaguely remember when they had their conversations afterwards, they prided themselves on not getting physical. We don't get physical. We don't do that. When they was schooling Monique or what is it, chastising Monique afterwards, they were just mad at her because we are black women and we don't do that and we don't fight and we don't get physical and we don't, y'all don't do all of that, is what clearly is what Wendy is referring to because that was Wendy's first season, wasn't it?
Was Wendy there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even
Wendy
know
was
she was
there.
there.
Yeah, that was the first season I believe Wendy was there.
Oh, well, that
Because
makes sense.
so it's like, you're not about to sit up here and y'all just ran Monique up out of here for getting physical and we don't do that and blah 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 blah. Yet now here we is, Mia getting physical, whatever.
Yeah,
And
I cannot wait until the reunion because I know that Andy is going to be petty enough to bring that up.
I don't know, man, Andy. Ever since that reunion when Monique left, I ain't really been a fan of Andy. Sorry, Andy.
Oh,
Not
dang.
sorry. I mean, just because I ain't gonna say I ain't been a fan of him. I didn't like how I felt like
How
he
he
was.
handled it.
Yes, I felt like he wasn't. What's the word I'm looking for? He wasn't unbiased. He had some biases. whatever. And to be the host of like a reunion, you have to not have any bias. You have to just come into it with an open mind and hear everybody's side and like, whatever. I mean, and if you are going to poke holes, you need to poke holes everywhere. And I felt like he didn't necessarily poke holes everywhere. That was just my opinion on that reunion. But I mean, other than that, I love me some Andy. I ain't never had no issues with Andy. Like, but that reunion, Andy, I just didn't like it.
Rubbed you the wrong way.
It did. But that's basically it, y'all. That's how it ended with Wendy getting up because y'all some hypocrites. And basically. I don't like it. And then they had the little faces. They had Ashley face going on. But I was like, well, I don't know if Ashley was really making that face in that moment at that scene. Because I'm like, because I feel like Ashley could probably understand, but I don't know. Because I mean, Ashley was wasn't she on Monique's defense when Monique asked her to write a statement and stuff?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. Like, it may not be the same. I see, like, the violence was different, but there was violence is the main stream is that there was violence. And y'all said y'all don't condone violence. But now y'all over here, Baby and Mia. And it was crazy because what did Wendy do? All Wendy did was
talk. That's all she did. She used her words, just like y'all claim that y'all do. I use my words. That's what we tell our kids to do. Use your words.
And I feel like that's what they was defending Candace with the whole situation with Monique. Like, well, all Candace did was say she was talking. So what? You can say whatever you want. You can ain't that what y'all? You can say whatever you want. So Wendy was saying whatever she wanted. I will say, even in this episode, she was getting on my nerves. I'm like, girl, shut up, sit down.
I promise you, I was like, dang, is the food not getting cold? Is it not good? Like, what is the problem? Like, I promise you, I can have so many doggone issues, but once you put food in my, what are we talking about? This food is good. Like, let's talk about the food. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because I mean, all honesty, like, Wendy could have let it go at some point too. She could have
let it go the first. She really didn't have to say what she could have. I mean, clearly both sides could have did something different. But with Wendy, what she could have did was just ignored it and not put fuel to the fire. And just if she said, "Oh, he got beef with you," and be like, "Oh, okay, that's good to know," and just went about a different conversation with Karen or something.
If it got to where it got to, I'm talking about after she threw the drink, it could have died down because you remember Mia had left and Jacqueline and her was outside. And then Mia came back and they sat down and everything was kosher for a little bit. Whatever.
I don't think after a drink was going to be thrown, I don't think nothing was going to be calm after that.
But I mean, I'm just saying she could have, she could have just, everybody could just been quiet. Like, just... Everybody just be quiet.
Let's play the quiet game until the food comes.
Because it was just like Mia said what she said, but Mia did come back, and then Mia was talking to Jacqueline, and she was talking about Wendy, whatever, right. Because she was like, when things don't go her way, then she did it, whatever. I don't know. I ain't
like, man, just but like again, like you said, like. When you came back, you decided to come back to the table. So then when you come back to the table, let's not talk about this again. Sorry that because you said I took a moment to calm down or whatever like that. I don't even know if she said she came out of her character, but she supposedly came out of her character. So let's talk about something else. Let's change the subject. Let's go about our business or whatever. You could have been a woman enough to say, I apologize for throwing the water at you or whatever. I just got heated because I felt like you said something about. I thought that was just some water.
A cocktail. Because I had to rewind it because I thought it was just ice, but it was a cocktail.
Girl, I thought that was just water because she ended up drinking her regular cocktail and it was in them little water glass. Them water glass thing.
It was in a little triangle.
Now I'm definitely not gonna waste they cost. And you in Miami, so it's gonna cost more. So no, absolutely not. I'm not. I don't care how mad I am. I know they don't pay for it, but I just think
it's even being at bar one and Peter being her brother. He's probably giving them.
But still, I don't waste drinks. I don't waste food. I don't waste my time playing with these foods. Like,
and on that note, y'all, we about to get up out of here because clearly we don't want to waste no more of your time, okay?
We don't, because I got to go eat some food because
because she hungry and she gotta go, and we gotta go. All right, y'all. So comment below. Let us know what y'all thought. It was just foolishness, irritation.
Tell
Just
us what y'all would have did.
if somebody threw a drink on you,
Somebody threw a drink on y'all.
could you
What
just,
would you have done?
even if it missed you, even if it got on your wedding wavy, would you have gotten mad or would you have zenned out?
Would you have been a lady? Because I'm a lady.
She is crazy. All right, y'all. We out of here. We'll talk to y'all next week. Oh, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Bye.
Thanksgiving.